Hello dear friends, thank you for being with me in another educational video of the Python programming language. If we want to summarize what we have said so far about dictionaries, I must say that dictionaries should be viewed as a set of rows, each row having exactly 2 columns. The first column is the keys and the second column is the values. We know each row as a key value pair. The dictionary can store any number of these pairs. Like lists, dictionaries can be enlarged and reduced according to our wishes. The data in the dictionaries are inside curly braces and the pairs are separated by commas. We have said all of this about dictionaries. We tried to check the points related to dictionaries together. We mentioned many of these points, including dictionary support for square bracket notation. Let's go to the 2 points that we mentioned at the end of the previous video. First, if you have the problem of not respecting the order in the dictionaries, you can use the sorted function. In this way, your dictionary will be sorted alphabetically, and your output will be a sorted output. Or we can use this function to change the found dictionary itself. That is, if the alphabetical order was not observed in entering and displaying key value pairs in this dictionary, we could have this order by applying the sorted function on this dictionary. You can try similar examples yourself. Let's try some examples here in the console. Let's define, for example, a dictionary other than found. For example, dictionary A. And do not follow the order of alphabetical letters, For example, let's say A and key 1, for example. D, key 3, and for example B, key 5. Okay, let's have this and let's apply the sorted built-in function on this dictionary. Okay, this method of using sorted built-in function was not correct. You can see that here we got an error, so we have to use this built-in function in this way. You can see the color change here, which shows us that the method we used is correct in this time. It is not important if you get some errors like these during your working with Python. You have to get these errors in order to become master. You can see that by applying the sorted function on the A dictionary, which was like this, the dictionary's keys was sorted alphabetically here. Okay, sorted is one of Python's built-in functions. It means one of the functions that you don't need to import anything else to use. As I said at the end of the previous video, there is another way to do these things in dictionaries that programmers usually use. Dictionaries like lists have some special methods. One of these methods is the items method. When you apply items to a dictionary, it gives you two variables. These two variables are keys and values. That is, for example, we can say that for car and v inside found.items, for example, print car was found v and times, so we can use v instead of found car. Let's do it together. First, let's apply the items method on our defined dictionary A, and you can see these items like this here. Okay, let's come to files and press F5 to save and run our program. Okay, now we have to enter a word. Let's enter, for example, actually this is better if this phrase here be, for example, enter a phrase, but nothing too serious here. Hello, welcome to Python tutorial videos. Okay, you can see the results here. Now let's apply these method items to our dictionary found. You can see the found dictionary items here. Okay, so these are keys and values pairs. Now we can do it here for car and we in found.items. You can we have written it here. I forgot that, which is here for car and we in found.items. A print car was found v times here. This v is substituted for found car. Okay. Note that key value order is important here. The first is the key and the second is the value. Now that we have tried the options of dictionaries, let's go to our program. We move the console codes to the left. We had done it here. Then we say that for the letter in W here, for letter in W, if any of these letters is in V, here we said if any of these letters is in V, add one number to the value of that letter in the dictionary found.set. Okay, let's do it by comment. Okay, do it as comment. Okay, do not consider this line here. We here said what we said, found letter plus equal 1. Add one number to the value of that letter in the dictionary. Then let's say print for car and we in found.items. What should be printed? This phrase, car was found v times. Okay. Now let's press F5, 7th rung. Okay, enter another phrase. Hello, we are enjoying Python. Okay. Here E. Let's see what is the error. Okay, here we got an error. The place which this error occurred is in the place of the first vowel seen in the phrase, in the input phrase, actually in the W. What did problem occurred? Do you know? Do you know what is the problem? Can you think about that? If you can remember, in the previous video, instead of this line, we had 5 lines for allocations. We had this, for example, found, a, 0, copy paste this. Okay, instead of A we should try type A, E, I, O, and a U. Okay, now let's press the F5 again and run the program again. Let's try it with the word teacher. Okay, you can see that. Okay, save and run. Enter the word teacher. You can try with different words actually. You can see that this program works well. It prints the written phrase both for existing vowels and for non-existent vowels. Here, let's check it again together. Actually, it has an error. We should find it. What is the problem? It just considers the first vowel, not the others. For example, it should print 1 here and 2 here. What is the problem? What do you think? Okay, let's examine for letter in W. Okay, if letter in V, V, okay. Let's transform these. Here, let's press F5. Let's have the word teacher here. Okay, because of the error was for existing these allocations in the loop, and now the error was debugged actually. You can see that here the program works well, and there is no problem. It prints the written phrase. This is the written phrase. This is something that we wanted to print for existing vowels and for non-existing vowels. You can see that this vowel, I mean A, is existing actually a vowel in the input word teacher. So the phrase is printed for this vowel. The second vowel, which is E, is also an existing vowel in the input word teacher, and the mentioned phrase is printed here for the second vowel too. But the others are not existing vowels in the input word teacher, but this phrase is printed for them too. If we want to not print the written phrase, I mean the phrase which was used as the input of the print function. In the absence of a vowel letter, there are different ways. For this purpose, it is not possible to completely delete allotments. Let's do it together. We have actually tried it. We saw that when in the absence of these allotments, we got an error because in this case, in the absence of these allotments, we get an error in the line found letter plus equal to 1. To execute this line, it is necessary that found letter has already received the value. If executed, we will go to key error. If we return the 5 initialization lines, what we have done here, the program will run. The program will run. But there is a problem. Here the number of key value pairs that are members of the dictionary is limited. If the number of members is several million, as in the real world, and the amount of data is very, very large, adding potential members one by one and assigning the initial value to them from the very beginning of the program is not practical. So there must be a better solution for this task. One way can be the initialization inside the loop. But in this case, there may be many extra and unusable lines and be considered unnecessary. So this solution also has some bugs and is not the optimal way. We want to check the presence of a letter in the dictionary, so we must use the in operator. This operator also works on dictionaries. We want to check if a key is inside a dictionary or not, which the interpreter returns a true or false according to its presence or absence. We can try it inside the console. For example, consider that we have a box of coins and we want to store them in a dictionary called coin. We save the golden key to this dictionary whose number or value is 20. With the phrase gold in coin, we can check the presence or absence of this key in this dictionary. True and false are variables known as Boolean variables. Let's try it. Let's build the dictionary coin. Okay, let's use the square bracket notation. Gold equal to 20. Okay, let's try the in operator in the dictionaries, you can see that here interpreter answers to us true, which means that this key, gold, is one of the coin dictionary's keys. Let's add another line to the coin dictionary for silver. We want to check another method to add a member to the dictionary. This operation is very common in the discussion of frequency count. We say that if silver is inside the coin, add 1 to it using the plus equal method, and otherwise consider the phrase coin silver is equal to 1. Let's do it. If silver in coin using the method square bracket notation, using the method plus equal, we say otherwise by benefiting from the else keyword. Consider the phrase coin silver equal to 1. Okay, now if we call coin, we will see the number of silver and gold. Let's call the coin dictionary, and we can see that the number of gold is 20, the number of silver is 1. By reversing this condition, Python programmers have been able to arrive at a shorter piece of code with the same effect. This is the case of the not in operator. We say that if bronze is not in coin, say coin bronze equal to 0. This will make you never have that key error again. In this case, when you execute the bronze line in code, the line which said bronze in coin, you will get the true result. Let's do it together. If, for example, bronze not in coin, consider the phrase coin bronze equal to 0. Okay, now let's check the line bronze in coin. You can see that here the interpreter answers us true. Why? Because it is true that the amount is 0, but in that box space is reserved for bronze coins. In this way, 4 lines of code are reduced to 3. Let's call the coin dictionary together, and you can see that here interpreter considers a key which is named bronze. The next simplifying solution is to use the set default method, which we have used here in the command line. That works for dictionaries. Coin.setDefault, for example, fake and 0. Let's write it, coin.setDefault. You can see the explanation here. The first parameter is considered as key, and the second parameter is considered as its value. For example, fake. Hello. Oh, okay. Fake and for example 0. Okay, we can call the coin dictionary, and you can see that there are 4 key value pairs here. Now if you check the presence of this fake inside the coin, you will see that the answer is true. Let's check it. Fake in coin. You can see that the answer is true. To add the value, you can still use the square bracket notation method. Here the initial value cannot necessarily be considered 0. Any number can be considered. Now that we have tried the methods in the console, we go to the files section. So inside the if condition, here we add the set default line. Here let's uncomment the line. That is before the increment, we write the found.setDefault letter and 0. Okay, that we no longer receive that key error in the absence of these extra allocations. In using the setDefault method, if we add one of the keys in the dictionary, there will be no change in the value of that key. This method is only for initialization, and it works if the key is not present in the dictionary and it is the first time it gets value. So this method uses the not in operator in its heart. This method is very widely used. Let's check it together. For example, let's apply this setDefault method with some available keys in the dictionary. For example, gold, and for example 2000, for example. You can see that the output is 20, which was the first value, the value of key gold in the dictionary. So this value did not change. You can call the coin dictionary here, and you can see that here still the value of gold is 20. Okay, let's press the F5 button here. Let's write another phrase here. Have a nice day. And you can see that the program is run without any error and without any extra lines printed. Very well. I think that checking the dictionary so far is enough for this familiarization stage. Thank you for being with me in another Python tutorial video. Please note that we are currently introducing the basics of this language and its wonderful features. Please stay in touch with us so that we can enjoy the beautiful and widely used world of Python together and get to know the most powerful tool of the modern world together. Have a good day!